Bambu Labs has just came out with a brand new 3D printer model called the X2D, and people are saying that might be the most advanced 3D printer that Bambu Labs has ever released. And today I'm going to be comparing it against the P2S, what the price is, its features, its specs, what's so special about it that people are excited about, and a lot more. So let's get into the video. People might think the X2D is more expensive, but it's actually not. It is $100 more than the P2S, and you're getting even more features. So this is the reason why people are excited for it, maybe. Now the X2D is actually pretty cheap compared to most other 3D printers in the Bambu family. The most expensive 3D printer that Bambu sells is the H2S at $2549. That's a lot. The second most expensive is $1749, which is the H2D. You have the X2D at $649 without the AMS. And if you want the AMS, it will be like $850, $800, $900. And then the P2S is the third most or fourth most expensive at $549. Again, that's without the AMS. With the AMS, it will be about $700, $800. To the cheaper ones, now I'm assuming everybody watching this video will have the A1 and A1 Mini. The A1 is on sale right now, I think for $300 to $350. The A1 Mini is $219. That's on sale, and it was like $250, $300. They're all cheap printers. There are cheap printers that Bambu sells. They don't just sell the H2D for like $3,000 billion. No, the X2D is actually pretty well priced for its specs, and I'm gonna get into that. Comparing the P2S to the X2D, now they both have similar features, they both look similar, but there's a lot more to it than just looks. Now, heat beds, they're actually a little bit different because the Bambu Labs P2S has a 110 degrees Celsius maximum heat bed temperature. The X2D has 120. So it's just a 10 degrees like higher. It will allow better quality print according to Bambu, and it will save a lot more filament and time. The X2D has a part cooling fan like the P2S, a hot end fan, and an MC board cooling fan. The X2D has way more cooling than the P2S. It has a chamber temperature regulating fan, an accelerating part temperature fan, and also an external exhaust fan. Now that's the one that P2S doesn't have. And it actually has a better air filter compared to the P2S's activated carbon filter. Then it has like a bunch of like H2, H12. According to the website over here, it says coconut shell. Now sensors, these 3D printers are actually built off of sensors. This one has 31 sensors, while the X2D has 36. So 5 sensors difference, but there is a lot more difference than just sensors alone. It has a filament runoff sensor, power loss recovery, filament odometry, and also tangle sensor. That's for the filament, of course. Doesn't have a Bambu micro lidar, so that I think that's on the H2 series, but I'm not gonna get into that. That's a lot more. There's a lot more features I have to yap about. You guys don't like me yapping, right? So it has a 1920 by 1080p camera, which is a big significant increase compared to this. No, actually it's the same. It actually has a brand new toolhead camera, which is the first on the Bambu Labs model, I think. It's a 1600 by 1200 toolhead camera. But we're gonna get into cameras now. The cameras, they're actually good. They're still for AI tracking, still for monitoring, it's still for going into the app, but it didn't receive like a 4K camera, still a 1920 by 1080p camera, but it doesn't have a bird's eye camera nor a nozzle camera. So those are on the H2 series. So if you're a billionaire, which I'm not, get the H2. I'm not a billionaire. We're gonna get into electronics now, and the electronics has been upgraded. Starting from the display. The display is still the same 5-inch touchscreen, but it has received higher resolution from the 784 by 480 to a 1280 by 720p. So a lot better resolution, but this, I reckon the resolution's great, but 480p is enough. 720p, it'll look like a fucking movie. Connectivity's been improved with 4G and a Bambu bus system. Bambu bus. Does that mean I can ride that? The source is the same, 8 gigabytes of USB, which you can plug it in right here. I have a USB, secondary angle. But I don't do time lapses. You can do time lapses on this with the camera as well. It's not just for AI monitoring. Bambu Labs is not that boring. It actually has LED lighting like the P2S, but it has a natural newer processing unit of 2 tops. And actually the USB-C or USB-A port has been improved with output, so you can charge stuff now. What are you charging with your Bambu Labs printer? But it has 5 volts, 2.1 amps of charging, which is cool. So the end of the comparison between the Bambu Labs P2S is the software. This software will go on from the software updates of the P2S will still going until October 14, 2020. Meanwhile, the X2D will be getting it until April 14th, 2031. That's like 10 years. Actually, it's 4 years, but yeah. Actually, security patches will be until 2033 for the X2D, and then 2032, October 14, 2032 for the P2S. So that's amazing. Unlike Apple, like 5 years. What the f? Which one should you get? Should you save $100 and get the P2S, or spend the extra $100 to get the X2D? Now, even I want an X2D, and that's coming from the P2S owner. It has a dual nozzle, and it also has a tool head camera. And it has better AI monitoring, more sensors, better cooling system. It has a actual USB port that actually outputs power so you can charge your phone. Who uses that? It has a better touchscreen. It supports more software updates. It actually has more features. It prints more smoothly because of the dual nozzle, which is really, really cool. And also, it just looks cool. Scared the shit out of me. Bro! Are you serious? It says battery is exhausted. My fan is not on. Yeah, battery is exhausted. The freaking battery died on me, bro. What the hell? But anyways, which one should you get? P2S or X2D? Now, if you're on a budget, like a really tight budget, I recommend you just get the P2S. It still prints great. It supports a lot of filaments. The app, the connectivity, the intuitive ecosystem, it's amazing. I like how the app just connects to your phone or computer or iPad. I never use any other type of 3D printer, but a lot of people say that Bambu Labs is actually more reliable, but a lot of haters just say that Bambu Labs is a ripoff and professionals should use. People say that Bambu Labs print good because I do have actually proof. This is print with a silk filament. This is a tourbillon for a school project that I printed. But look at how good the print is. And then I'm gonna put a picture of how other printers print with silk filament. This is print with PLA. This is another tourbillon, but this is electric powered. Look at how smooth it is. It's actually very smooth, but the X2D will print even smoother than this.
No sanding necessary and no scarring of any kind.
And people might be wondering, Owen, why do you glaze the dual nozzle system? Is it really that great? Yes, it actually is good because, do you see this little tray behind me? It's full of filament. I call it filament. Look at all of the wasted filament I have here, right? That is what you get when you get a only single nozzle because, well, you want to print different colors, right? Now, because the downside of just printing with one nozzle is because this is my bald panda over here. I call him the bald panda because I didn't finish it. It's because when you want to do these kind of dolls or like Labubus or even just in general pandas, Sronster.
I don't believe that pandas are naturally occurring animals. I think they're fake animals. I'm not.
Every time it has to switch filament colors every time. And if you don't know about 3D printers, I'm going to teach you. Shit, the display. When you switch filaments, there's a problem. There's going to be leftover filament left in the nozzle and it has to get rid of that. The problem of that is it poops it out. It shits itself. And when I first got the printer, I didn't know this. I just left it. So there's a bunch of just filament shit on the ground, right? I didn't want that. So I just let it be. Now I printed this all by myself. It's better now. But it's cool to have a dual nozzle. It just looks cool. And you get a tool head camera. Come on. Maybe in the future, Bambu Labs might release the P3S or even a newer series. Who knows? Like an L series. Who knows? But P2S is still a great printer. I will never sell this. Even though I'm in Taiwan, I can't really sell the P2S. But I will get an X2D. My dad wants an H. But I don't have the freaking space to put a big printer on the ground. But let me know if I should get an X2D. But this is it. This is going to be the setup for now. I was going to try to get an A1, but I don't have the budget for that. To the people that watch this to the end, I actually bought something new and it's coming soon. MacBook Pro, all maxed out. Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys the specs. I'm gonna leak it right now. I bought a MacBook Pro, 14-inch MacBook Pro, space black, 128 gigabytes RAM, 8 terabyte storage, M1 Max 40-core GPU, 16-core GPU, and with Final Cut Pro installed. I use ScreenFlow now, but the Final Cut Pro right now is so bad on my MacBook to the point where when I have to upload something, it crashes. I need to watch that video. How did he do the outro again?
Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Mr. Who's the Boss. And I'll catch you in the next one.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Owen. This is Owen Talks Tech. Yes, I copied Mr. Who's the Boss. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.